Hi, I'm Jaime.
I'm Kelley.
I'm Vashitta.
And we all have colds this week, so we apologize. Actually, I think Vashitta may have made it clear, but probably not for long.
Exactly.
It's coming.
So what did we do this week, Vashitta?
Endorsements. Yay. I mean, I can say on one hand, I'm glad that the first round of endorsements are done, the primary ones. But on the other hand, I know some more coming. So it's kind of a bittersweet feeling.
But you've got a break at least until May 8th.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's true. But I still have candidate calls because people are just coming in.
Yes.
Yesterday kind of sparked
we missed
an outrage.
Yes.
Exactly.
Crap, I didn't mean to miss it.
I got a bunch of emails like, hey, I just seen the endorsements. Can we meet? Can we talk? I'm like,
did you respond to your email?
Right. No, it's fine. I definitely get it. We can definitely talk about some of the people that we've endorsed. I think it's just exciting overall.
Most prominently, we have endorsed Richard Cordray and sorry,
no, you're fine.
And Betty Sutton
yes.
as our governor and lieutenant governor candidates.
Absolutely.
Yes. Yeah.
So to talk about that a little bit, we did do a survey. Mm-hmm. We've been kind of watching, what our supporters are looking for and what we think would be, who we think would be the best candidate to go against the probably Dwayne Husted ticket. Yes. And that did come out to be Richard Cordray and Betty Sutton. So we have endorsed those two for, as Kelley said, governor and a lieutenant governor. So
I'm excited about Betty Sutton. I'm really excited. I mean, another lieutenant governor that's a woman, but what do we agree with?
Yeah.
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
Mary Taylor, the crazy person. Yes.
Right. One that's actually pro-choice and happy to, say it loud and fight with us. So that's exciting.
I think that was actually one of the most fun parts about yesterday was watching the candidates' reactions.
Yeah, that as much as I joke about it, it was the best time. Like I've gotten some great responses. A lot of people were excited to have our endorsement. They were proud. Mm-hmm. Like it's a great feeling. So
I mean, we wouldn't really want to endorse candidates that wouldn't be excited about it.
Yeah, but even then, people were excited like internally, but not externally before. In some ways, I feel like a lot of the tide has changed a lot in that realm of how proud people are to have this opinion and going from kind of the Clinton safe, legal, and rare to. Abortion should be something that we talk about, we support, and we be vocal in doing it. So
Times are definitely changing, and I'm so glad that people aren't afraid anymore to speak out about it. I mean, it's something that every person has to deal with, and some more than others.
I definitely hope that abortion is still safe.
Yeah,
but it needs to be more than just legal. It needs to be accessible.
Yes,
yeah,
so safe, legal, rare to safe, legal, accessible has been a great transition for sure.
Mm-hmm.
So abortion is not being stigmatized as much as we're, used to seeing. And I think that's because of, exactly. Exactly. But I think that our outreach and our education is helping a lot. So the more that we do, the more people will be understanding and willing to come out and speak.
Yes.
You were telling me about somebody yesterday who's like, this is the best endorsement I've gotten.
Yes. Yeah. It was Emma. I can't remember. It's one that you sent and forwarded.
I think it was probably Mary Villado. Yeah. She had such an inspiring message. Mm-hmm. I was like, I had to afford this on. Like, it was great.
It was great.
We've endorsed 67 candidates. Is that the final number for now?
I think it was less than that.
Okay, 61. It was like 60.
It was like in the 50-60 range. Yeah. But so we did Betty Sutton and Richard Cordray, Lieutenant Governor and Governor. Then also Steve Deidelbach for Attorney General.
Correct.
Right now, Mike DeWine's our Attorney General. Who wasting taxpayer dollars, always defending all these unconstitutional bills, getting involved in teenagers' abortion decisions in Texas,
and not even from Ohio.
Yes, getting involved in the Hobby Lobby case, getting involved in all these things that he just cut out of
my nose.
Mm-hmm. So it'd be great to have a strong pro-choice voice in the Attorney General's office. Actually, it was the Lee Fisher as a Democratic pro-choice Attorney General that actually got the Yellow Pages in Ohio to stop putting crisis pregnancy centers or fake women's health centers under abortion clinics in the yellow pages back in like the late 90s.
That's so funny because like you wouldn't that's not an issue today. Like no one gets the yellow pages.
Yeah, exactly.
Instead it's the
It's
SEO
Google,
and Google results. Yeah.
So it really is a powerful thing to have a strong pro-choice voice in the Attorney General's office.
I'm just imagining that on somebody's resume and they're like, wow, you've been around for a minute.
Yeah. The yellow pages for you kids out there, the big huge phone books we had before Google.
Yeah, they probably won't know.
They still like give them to businesses and stuff.
Yeah, every once in a while, one still arrives at my house, and I'm like, why would you?
Yeah, why?
I can use it for paper mache.
Yeah, there you go. Okay. We'll bring them on to the office for you to use.
The kids are looking at it like, what is that, mommy? Like, yeah, never mind.
I'm Jamie's worst nightmare by bringing all my craft supplies to the office.
And then we endorsed the amazing, fabulous pro-choice champion for lots of causes, Kathleen Clyde for Secretary of State.
Yay.
Would it be rude to call her Kathleen Clyde still because she's so tall?
Yeah.
Okay. I won't actually call her that. But.
No. She is just amazing. She's always been there for us, but also 100% for voting rights and making sure people are not disenfranchised and actually get the right to vote.
Can you imagine a Secretary of State actually invested in its voters?
What? No. Instead of being invested in promoting their own names on everything.
Oh, gosh.
But yeah, so she will be an amazing voice for voters and everyone at the Secretary of State. And then the last statewide endorsement we did was Rob Richardson endorsed for treasurer.
Yes.
Right now, Josh Mandel is our state treasurer. And again, I mean, it's a history of using his office for
promoting himself,
and anti-choice policies and everything else. So again, having a good crew of pro-choice people leading our state will not only help our issue, but help everything else, because we can stop being obsessed about abortion all the time and do things that actually help people.
Exactly. So that means everybody get out to vote. April 9th is the last day you can register to vote in the primary. So please.
That is Monday.
Yes. Do that.
Yeah, we'll put the registration to vote link in the show notes.
Yes.
Something that has been an issue in the past too is that people just don't know if they have been cut from the voter rolls. So even if you think
voter purge,
do other states do this?
They do to a degree. Yeah. I think it depends state to state how they do it and what they do.
Exactly. Yeah. The severity of how many people have been purged from the voter roll and definitely varies by state and who the Secretary of State is and their agenda.
Yeah. So even if you think you're registered to vote, go and actually check your registration again.
Have you moved recently?
Yes.
Check your registration.
Yes.
You've moved.
You can now register online.
If you haven't voted in the last
MyOhioVote.com.
Yeah. If you haven't voted in the last 4 years, go check.
Yes. Or just go check, because God knows your name might sound close to somebody's name who moved or registered or anything, those kind of things. So yeah, and then I just want to highlight some of the other ones. You can see our full list of our endorsed candidates on our website. We'll again put the link in the show notes, but prochoiceohio.org/2018-endorsements. You can see all of our endorsed candidates. Also check out our Facebook page. We put those. There's actually a fabulous album of pictures for each one of our endorsed candidates.
So if you want to share your house rep or hopefully future house rep.
Yes, you can share those images wide on Facebook and Twitter and Instagram and all those things. A couple of the races in the Ohio Senate we want to highlight in Senate District 3, Catherine Chips. She's a write-in candidate. She's actually been on the NARAL Pro-Choice Ohio board for many, many years and is a strong candidate, strong pro-choice advocate, just strong advocate in general. So she's definitely amazing. District 11 in the Toledo area, we endorsed Teresa Fetter in that race. Again, a strong champion, helped us out with the ProMedica campaign in Toledo.
Yes.
Brought Gloria Steinem's voice in to that. So amazing and wonderful there. Nikki Antonio in Senate District 23, again, been a strong advocate for us and LGBT rights and just all Ohioans
overall great
as a member of the House.
Yeah, legislator and somebody that we can definitely count on.
Yes.
Depend on.
And in District 25, up again, Northeast Ohio as well, Kenny Yuko, again, a really strong, amazing voice, the current minority leader of the Ohio Senate. Again, just a fabulous all-around advocate for everything. He was behind the medical marijuana legalization last year, and I set a timer instead of a stopwatch. Oops. Sorry for the quacks. Technology fail.
Are you ducking kidding me?
I'm ducking kidding. Yeah,
they are hilarious. Also, if I know my districts, tell me if I'm right or wrong. Senate District 21, Sandra Williams.
Yes,
there you go. Definitely want to highlight her. She has a primary, and another person we can count on. 100% pro-choice, and we want to make sure we get out to vote for her. I think she has 2 or 3 other candidates
in the primary.
Yeah. So.
Mm-hmm. Another really crowded Northeast Ohio primary where we did endorse is in District 12 with Juanita Brent. I think she'll be an amazing addition to the already amazing crew we have from Northeast Ohio. With another endorsed candidate, Stephanie House, and not Cleveland, but Northeast Ohio, Amelia Sykes,
Akron,
and all those things. So Kent Smith, another one of our endorsed candidates from up there. But Juanita is in a crowded primary as well. Mike Skindell is also in a primary. He's currently in the Senate seat Antonio is running for, but because of term limits,
he'll be
hopefully moving back to the House, and we won't lose his voice. So
absolutely.
In that race too. Another one to highlight. She doesn't have a primary opponent, but she is a write-in candidate, Kristen Boggs in District 18 in Columbus.
That's my rep.
Yay. And another one to highlight too, District 26. It's actually currently held by Herschel Craig in the Columbus area. There's actually 2 candidates in that race. We endorsed Erica Crawley.
Yes.
And again, a newcomer to politics and those kinds of things, but a really strong, amazing advocate, and will be a great person to add.
And Herschel Craig is not running because he is term limited.
So he's actually running for Senate.
Yes. Senate District 15.
Yeah. But we'll talk about this person a little bit later when we talk about what we did in Cincinnati. But Bridget Kelley in District 31 in Cincinnati.
She actually has no opposition as a Republican, so she's running unopposed.
It'll be fabulous. No opposition in the primary or the.
Yeah. I'm personally just very excited about that in and of itself. Just like you're not even opposed.
Exactly. And then that's the best feeling it has to be.
Yes. And so she can spend all of her, as we were talking to her yesterday, she's like, I'm excited to spend all my time like supporting all the other people that I can to help get them into office so that I have more friends there, because she's an awesome, amazing person.
Yes.
Must be nice not to have to like campaign, like still do your job.
Yes.
Exactly.
Mm-hmm. We talked about her a second ago, Amelia Sykes in District 34, another strong champion. And there's just so many. Check out the whole list. But there's a whole fabulous list of wonderfulness.
Zach Dickerson is actually running.
Yeah.
Oh yes, and your favorite favorite race.
In District 42 against Niraj and.
Well, he has a primary.
Yeah, he has a primary. Yes. But Zach Dickerson. He actually spoke at the counter rally the Dayton Women's Rights Alliance hosted outside of Dayton Women's Med Center. So he's clearly like willing to show up for his values.
Oh yeah, definitely. He I did a little background research, or just kind of like looked him up, and I believe his family is not where he is, but he's very awesome. But he's like sticking to his values and like, no, this is what I believe in, and it's just awesome that he's that way. And he's actually
on his website he describes himself as a moderate, but I think his background and his family is like not like they're not liberal at all.
No, and he actually called Antani out on Facebook. I seen that as well during one of their meetings. Antani seemed pretty shook. Or nervous,
to fight.
Yeah. Well, and I think it's great though what he's doing. So we've endorsed him. So go out and vote.
So if anyone in Dayton wants to go knock doors,
you should go
hit me up.
But yeah, I mean, I think that'll be an interesting race because I mean, frankly, not all these districts are competitive.
Yeah, right,
that district is probably not that competitive. But
I would love to make it competitive.
Well, and circumstances can make it competitive. I mean, one of our fabulous coalition partners, Marion Harris, who is with NCJW Columbus now, was a state representative for 2 years because she came in when the blue wave with Obama when he first won in 2008. And I remember sitting around tables saying, she's a great candidate. She's working her butt off. I mean, she knocked more doors, I think, than any other human being did that election cycle.
Marion is a delight.
Yes. And she's amazing advocate for all things. And everybody's like, I wish she could win, but that district just is not winnable. On an election night, she surprised everybody and kicked everybody's butt.
Exactly.
She didn't win by a lot,
but she won.
But she won, and it proves that what
district did she run in?
Oh, it was pre redistricting,
Oh, okay.
so doesn't really exist. It's the kind of New Albany-ish, but
Okay.
one step out. So not the
Like Pickerington, or is that I don't know.
it's like Grove. No, not Groveport, because it's the other side. I can't remember. It was kind of the next step out from New Albany, kind of on the east side of Columbus. But
Gehanna.
yeah, some of that, but
I don't know my geography.
Yeah.
I can't remember. There's
Yeah,
one big
all of
pocket that was
area
there
is
and I
over
can't
there
think
though.
of
It's
it
like
right now.
Black Lick.
Yeah,
Gahanna,
Black-
yeah.
East
So-
something.
Yeah.
But
I'm not from here.
you can claim that. I am. Yeah. But no, so it really does show. And Niraj Montani is one of the 20 people in this Ohio House right now who say that it's okay to execute women who have
Yes.
abortions. And
So we want to vote him out.
yes. So
I just have a personal vendetta.
yes,
She does. I think it's hilarious too. I love it.
But yeah, so any district, if we get out and we work and we poll voters, can be pulled into
Yeah, absolutely.
that category, because we've shown it before. And
Exactly.
we just need
It's
everybody to
possible.
get out and vote.
Yeah.
Early, get all your friends, drive your friends, work the
Right.
polls, do everything you can
Yes.
to win. So we'll talk about a little bit more about how you can get involved with some of this on our Let's Get It On, because we've got things coming up. But check out all of our endorsements. We will also, as we said in our press release, acknowledge the fact that NARAL has in the past endorsed Joe Schiavone and Dennis Kucinich at various races and various levels, and very much support that they have supported the issue and have been advocates.
We still love them.
Yeah,
still love them.
Yeah, Joe Schiavone speaks out effortlessly.
Yes.
Against the anti-choice bills and things like that. So he's we thank him for his all the support he's given.
Yeah. And then on the flip side of that, want to 100% acknowledge as well that Mike DeWine, Mary Taylor, and also Bill O'Neill, who's running on the Democratic ticket as well, are all 100% anti-choice, one to limit access to abortion.
Yes.
It was actually really interesting when Cleveland Plain Dealer covered the endorsements. It was NARAL endorses Sutton, Cordray Sutton. Rand Paul endorses Mary Taylor. And I was like, those are two interesting things to put together in a tweet.
Exactly. But okay.
Like polar opposites of the world. But yeah.
There are some people who don't think that Mike DeWine is anti-choice enough.
Oh yeah, that's why Mary Taylor's running. Yeah. I mean, Mike DeWine is 100% anti-choice.
Ohio comes out with the most egregious unconstitutional bills. I don't know what not anti-choice enough is.
Yeah, I know.
I mean,
I do know it. It's like it's the death penalty for getting an abortion. That's what it is.
What we're seeing right now, or close to it.
Well, and I think it's interesting, everybody, that to make sure everyone knows, and that not pro-life enough crap. Ohio Right to Life only endorses candidates who do not believe that there should be rape and incest exceptions for abortion bans.
Which blows my mind.
Do they believe in aggravated murder charges, though?
They haven't publicly taken a stance on that bill yet, but that means that Mike DeWine, by getting Ohio Right to Life's endorsement, does not believe that there should be rape and incest exceptions, even in like a 6-week ban, even in whatever.
So this is something people should really take into account. Like,
yeah. I mean, when we talk about Ohio Right to Life not being as extreme, they are just as extreme. It's just they might be taking the stairs to the penthouse instead of the express elevator to the penthouse.
Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, it's really frustrating because like there are parts of like Ohio Right to Life's like statement like that I could agree with. Like I am also anti-death penalty, but like that's not what you focus on.
No.
Yeah.
So
yeah. So
sad.
We'll put a link to all of our endorsements in the show notes, but again, it's on our website as well. And go check that out. Figure out who you're going to vote for, and go out and vote. Early vote starts the 10th. Then 9th, if the 9th is the last day to register to vote. So early vote starts the 10th. We'll also try to find a link to all of the early vote locations so that folks can figure out where to go and early vote.
Yeah, our endorsements are not like a vote for this person or else you're like excommunicated from being part of NARAL. But like we would like you to vote at least like with pro-choice in mind.
Yes. Please vote your values. Yes.
Absolutely.
So the legislature comes back next week.
Is that a yay?
But in preparation for that, you did something fun in Cincinnati, Kelley.
I did. Yes. Yeah. Yesterday we did our luncheon lobby, which is part of a series that we've been doing with the University of Cincinnati Women's Center. And yesterday was we had our guest, Representative Richard Cordray from the 31st District, which is in Cincinnati. And she was just a delight. I really like her. She's not my representative. She is my in-laws representative, which is exciting. And the more I talk to her, the more I just like her. She's really cool. So I say we probably had about 30-ish students maybe yesterday, which was pretty good. It's a good turnout.
Yeah.
Especially like lunchtime on a Thursday.
Yes.
And I did like a lobby 101 kind of primer about like what lobbying is, how to lobby, why you would lobby, which maybe Jaime has some like issues because there's nuances I didn't cover, but that's why it's a lobby 101 presentation and not a lobbying 605 presentation. And then Representative Kelley talked about like what brought her to the legislator, what her background is, and addressed like and talked about like the bills she's been working on, like how students can get involved to like help her like make those bills go places and stuff like that.
Yeah, one of the ones that she's working on right now is the sales tax exemption for feminine hygiene products. So
it hasn't been assigned a committee yet.
No, it has. It had one hearing. It
good.
had one hearing.
Oh.
No, two hearings. It has proponent testimony because we testified for it. Well, as an interested party.
Oh, okay. I think it says on the website that it's been as introduced in the House, but it hasn't been it says it hasn't been assigned a committee.
Yeah, it has. It's gotten 2 hearings, but it's gone nowhere since.
Yeah,
then.
and it's not going to go anywhere.
We'll see what happens, but yeah, I mean, I think one of the very interesting points is that there are lots of things that we exempt sales tax on already, and this is a tiny little drop in the bucket. I think she said it was something like $4 million
out of like $170 billion budget.
Yes, so it's definitely, and they're medically necessary. It's not like this where
I use tampons for funsies.
Yes, don't you?
No.
Yeah. So and if you can't change your tampon or your pad as frequently as you should, it can cause major health problems.
Yeah, she brought up the point that like her male colleagues didn't even realize, didn't occur to them that there are girls who can't go to schools because they don't have access to menstrual products.
Yes.
So as it turns out, it's not real fun to go to class when you're going to bleed all over yourself.
What?
I mean, that's not even like an issue just in the United States. Like that's that's an international issue.
Yeah, oh yeah, absolutely.
There are nonprofits dedicated to like funding menstrual products and
absolutely
lower income countries because it's it's
prohibitive. A necessity that you need.
Yeah, it's prohibitive to go to school otherwise.
Mm-hmm. So she's got lots of fabulous bills, and she was a lot of fun to hang out with yesterday.
Yeah, with her little green purse.
Yes. No, I knew she was coming down the hall because I saw the green purse as she walked in the door.
She posted on Instagram that her favorite holiday is St. Patrick's Day. And I was like, okay.
She's very Irish.
I should explain to her that I could be Kelley Green if I wanted to be.
Yes, you could. But no. So, in continuation of the lobbying, lobby day is next week. Woohoo!
Yes.
Woo! Tuesday, Advocacy Day.
Yes.
Registration closes on Saturday.
Sunday.
So
register now if you're going to register, because you don't want to be one of the 50 people who calls her office on Monday and gets a really grumpy Jaime, Vashitta, Gabe, or Kelley with you should have registered ahead of time. And
I'm not going to answer my phone.
You.
Yeah.
I'm not going to answer my phone on Monday. Don't talk to me.
So register now. It's a fabulously fun day. Starts at 10, goes to about 4-ish, depending on when your meetings are. You could definitely get out earlier because most of the meetings are 2:30-ish.
The latest meetings they have scheduled right now are about 3.
Yeah, so should easily be able to get out by 4. We provide you with some breakfast, some lunch, some afternoon snacks, some really great training.
But if you do decide to stick around town, there is reproductive health happy hour here in Columbus that night. So
it's that night.
Yeah, I know.
There's also a fundraiser that night that I need to go to. Too many things, all the things.
Yes.
So it'll be a fabulous time. We'll put a link to the registration page in the show notes.
Yeah, people are going to share their stories with their legislators and just kind of let them know how dangerous some of these bills are and the impact it has on the community. Mm-hmm. So I think it'll be an awesome time.
There's so many fun things about the luncheon lobby, but it's going to be really cool because it's going to be a series we're going to continue at the University of Cincinnati this fall, along with other programming.
Mm-hmm.
And it looks like it actually might be spreading to other campuses. So stay tuned for that.
Yes, it'll be very fun because it's really hard for a lot of people to come all the way to Columbus and to.
Right.
I mean, your representatives live in your district. You can go talk to them whenever you want, almost.
Mm-hmm. So let's talk to them in your community.
Right.
If you're not on a campus and you want to still talk to your legislator in your community, we can help you figure that out. So
you want to meet at a
let us
Panera?
know.
I can do that.
Yes. So that's actually how this all started, wasn't it? Move from Panera to campuses. Woo-hoo.
Yeah, it started because I called every single office and I was like, do you have a coffee hour in district? And they're like, what?
And a lot of them don't. A lot of them, I think, used to in the beginning, but because nobody showed up and maybe because nobody knew,
Yes.
they stopped doing it. And so it's like, this is important to people. Like, they actually want you to come and talk and see what
some
you
of them want you to come. Some of them don't want to hear from you.
Yeah, it was.
And those are the ones you definitely need to talk to.
I went to Ann Gonzalez coffee hour some
Is she
years
a rep?
ago. She is now, but she's running for the Senate. But yeah, and she was like so shocked that I was there. Like, oh, what brings you here? I think it was this one woman there who probably always goes. And she was like the only one. And
this
I showed up,
one
I was
person
like,
who
hey,
always
hi.
is a pain in the butt. Yes.
So yeah, I mean, I think it's great though. You have to hold your legislators accountable. So one way of doing that is showing up to their coffee hours and talking to them, or their lunch and lobby.
Yes. Yeah. I think one of the things, it was funny, I think we saw it yesterday with the students, oh, this is a legislator. Like, they're important.
No,
and
false,
I can't
incorrect.
talk to them.
No.
I think when you do actually get to know your person, you realize they're just another person who might have a little
fighting
bit
for you.
Yeah. More.
I found out that my friend that is running for office is actually running for the House district I used to live in high school.
That's awesome.
I know. I'm so
That's
excited.
very cool. So yeah, so these people are no different, and we talked about we're going to do story sharing at Lobby Day, and somebody might be out there going, "Oh, I don't have a story." Like, what is your activism story? What brought you to this? Everybody has a story.
Like, you showed up for Lobby Day for a reason.
Yeah, you showed up for Lobby Day.
Support somebody who does have a story. We have a rally that it starts at 1.
Yes.
So there's just a lot you can do. You don't have to share a story if you don't have one, or if you are shy about doing that. But definitely come out, support.
Learn about other people's stories. We're going to have a great panel with some folks from the We Testify project at the National Networks of Abortion Funds with Janine Boyd, State Representative Janine Boyd, talking about, how to use stories and advocacy and share those. So it's just going to be a really great day. So everyone should come out. Register now. Don't wait till Monday when the registration form is going to be closed. And then you're going to be sad because the registration form is closed. And we'll be scrambling to put everything together. So So yeah, it'll be fabulous and fun. And if you miss that, we'll probably have lots of other opportunities, lunch and lobbies and those kinds of things. So
absolutely.
Yay. All right. What else is going on, Kelley? Because I don't think anything else is going on, right? There's no other activities.
I'm gonna die. This Saturday there's a Women's March to the Polls day of action, and that includes a deep listening canvas with the folks at Planned Parenthood. You can go to the Ohio Women's March Facebook page to learn more about that. Sunday there's my crafternoon. It's my monthly crafternoon. So if you're interested in making some crafts, we're focusing on uterus crafts this month. Not crafts with your uterus. You are making uteruses, just to clarify. That would be
talent.
That would be 1 to 5 at Holy Craft on Sunday, April 8th. April 9th, I'm having my electoral phone bank. So if you're excited about some of our endorsements and you want to call people to tell them to go vote, then come out April 9th. It's on our Facebook page. And then April 10th is Advocacy Day, as well as Reproductive Health Happy Hour. That will be at St. James from 6 to 8, and that will be benefiting Clinic Escorts. I think they are planning to do a conference, so that'll be really exciting.
Fun.
Yes.
And then I'm leaving town, and nobody should ever talk to me.
One more preterm.
And I missed it. Oh, it's not my territory.
It's not your territory. Preterm has their next installment of their Money Matters Budgeting and Credit Management series. So that is also Monday, April 9th at 6 p.m. at preterm. And then also, just to kind of put it on people's radars, there's also in the next couple of weeks all the bowl-a-thons and everything coming up as well.
Yes. Preterm, if you decide to be a bowler for preterm and you raise $100 for your team, you get a purple stemless wine glass that has the preterm logo and it says, "Ask me about the abortion I paid for."
That's awesome.
I want one.
That's very awesome. So lots of things going on. Lots of ways to get involved. Register for Lobby Day. Register.
April 9th is actually National Unicorn Day too. My daughter likes unicorns. I'm sorry.
That's awesome.
I know. I'm like, wait, what? That's a thing? Yeah,
Everything's a
apparently.
thing.
Yeah,
Everything's
exactly.
All right. So I guess we will talk to everybody next week.
Bye.
Bye.